Hi everyone, today I'm going to be sharing this yummy tomato stew with you guys. I'm going to be using a lot of onions, peppers, bell peppers, and sweet red pepper as well. A lot of tomatoes because I'm going to be cooking a big pot of stew. First of all, we're going to boil the tomatoes, blend it and boil it to get rid of some water and that sour taste. This is my blended tomatoes, so I'm gonna boil it, blend my peppers and onions, then I put that aside. I'm not boiling it with pepper and onions. So that is it. I just put this aside and I'm going to check on my tomatoes. If you are boiling tomatoes, you have to check on it always so that it can foam out. Now I'm going to be cooking my meat, and I'm using goat meat for this recipe. See, my goat meat is already washed and clean. Add cow foot to it, that's cow leg. Little bit of hard chicken, garlic and ginger paste, and these are my spices and pepper. You can use any spice of your choice to cook your meat. And I'm adding sliced onions. I just cover and let it cook for the first 5 minutes, and that is it. Now I'm going to add water to cook it. Now it has been cooking for 15 minutes. I just added my momo, that's the skin, and this my tomatoes. You see, it has completely reduced. So, and I'm adding a little bit of fish to it. I just spice it up with all-purpose spice. Then I'm going to let it marinate for 5 minutes. I just poured in some oil, cooking oil in my pan. And my meat is ready. Bring them out of the stock. My oil is hot enough. Fry my fish first. You can also fry your meat first. It's a choice. My fish is ready. I'm trying my best to make this video as short as possible. Now in the same oil, I'm frying my meat, the goat meat and the chicken. I'm not frying the cow leg, and I'm not frying the momo as well. See that? I just added sliced onions to it so that my meat will have that onions aroma. Now my meat is fried enough. Just bring them out in the same oil I'm going to fry my stew. Just added garlic and ginger paste, sliced onions, and I'm using tomato puree as well. You see, I'm using the big one, the Rica. I'm just going to use everything because my tomatoes is not red enough. So this is going to make my stew more red even. Cook it for 5 minutes to get rid of the sour taste. See, I just poured in my blended peppers and onions. Put it together, let it cook together for 5 minutes. That's it, has been cooking. Just poured in my tomatoes now. That's my boiled tomatoes. Don't forget, my tomatoes is already cooked. Just pour it in. Give it a good stir. Let it cook for 2 minutes thereabouts. Just poured in my stock, as the meat stock and the cow leg. Then I'm going to pour in my fried meat as well. And that is it. That's the momo, the cow skin. Adding salt, curry powder. You have to be careful with salt. You have to do your tasting first before you add salt, because you added salt to your stock, to your meat. So I just added nutmeg and stock cube. So I put it together, then I let it cook for 5 minutes. See, that is my stew. Just added my fried fish, then put it on very low heat and let it cook maybe 10 minutes thereabout. Then you're gonna see my stew is going to bring out a lot of oil. So I'm going to sieve out the oil. Then I'm just going to portion them and put in my freezer. So I have a big pot of stew. And I hope I make this video as easy as possible for you guys. I hope you try this recipe. It's so yummy. And thank you so much for watching. You see, that is the oil that I sieve out.